Hello, how are you? Are you surviving? We're barely surviving here. No, it's really not that bad. But anyways, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin, for those of you who don't know me, and if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, this is Caitlin's Slice of Life, where we talk a little bit about anything that suits my fancy, really. For those of you who are new, I was kind of like in the makeup niche, and that was what I was kind of going for with my channel. And then things changed in life, and I had to find a way to make some money faster online, just, to help out my husband, help out my family. And so I kind of fell into the clothing reselling game on Poshmark and eBay. So that's kind of what this channel is. You get a little bit of makeup, a little bit of Poshmark and eBay and reselling content. So if that sounds like something, that would be interesting to you, you can always hit that subscribe button down below. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram channel is at CaitlinGebhart5. So, and the 5 is for the 5 children that I have. So you will hear them tonight because, like you and me, they're quarantined, which is almost unfortunate. No, it's really not. I'm totally kidding. I love my kids. I love my kids dearly. It's just I need a break. That's why I'm in the bathroom at, what time is it now? It is 8 o'clock at night. And I'm going to put a full face of makeup on, which I've already started, and talk to you guys a little bit, and talk to you a little bit about all the craziness that's going on outside in the world. And, you might be sitting back and going, why on earth are you putting a full face of makeup on at 8 o'clock at night? Well, my sofa is starting to think I look like a slob. So I'm thinking I want to up my game and, do my face. That way when I'm laying on my sofa can be like, yeah, baby, you're looking good, right? Yeah, I know, lame. Anyways, I wanted to film a video. I wanted to put some makeup on my face, so I thought I would bring out some products I haven't shared on my channel before, talk to you a little bit about COVID-19, how it's affecting my day-to-day life with my children, how it's affecting my reselling business, how it's affecting basically everything in the whole entire world. So for point of reference, I am in Pennsylvania. So I'm in like the south central part of Pennsylvania, and we have been out of school now for a week. It was a week ago Friday, this past Friday. So today is the 23rd. So a week ago Friday, which I probably should have looked up the date prior to getting on here. That way I actually knew what I was talking about. I'll put it on the screen. The magic of editing. That's when they decided to close schools, and they said they're going to close schools for 2 weeks. So my kids are due to go back to school on March 30th, that Monday. But today the governor said it's going to be another 2 weeks. So I don't know if that includes this week we're in and the following week, because some news reports I've seen now say they're going back April 6th. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm as clueless about it as you are. But let's talk a little bit about the makeup. So today what we're going to be playing with is Lunar Beauty. And for those of you who are not familiar with Lunar Beauty, it is a makeup company that is owned by a YouTuber called Manny MUA, and I will link his channel below. He has a much bigger channel than I am, clearly, because he can, make makeup. I, full disclosure, did not follow Manny, and it's not because I have anything personal against Manny or whatever. I don't follow many men, like beauty vloggers or male beauty gurus or whatever you want to call them. I just don't follow a lot of men, and it's not because I have anything against boys in makeup. It's just that when I'm watching a makeup tutorial, a makeup review, a makeup application video, I'm a woman, I have feminine features. I would like to see how a woman applies her makeup and her features and that kind of a thing. It's just my personal taste. So I never followed him. Again, nothing against him personally. But my mom, who has taken like a huge interest in my YouTube channel, because she's a mom and she just supports everything I do no matter what, she went and got this mystery box for me back when Lunar Beauty did mystery boxes. This is back before the holidays. So she ordered me the big one, like the biggest one, which was over $100. I believe it was $125. Because she wanted me to have makeup to be able to talk about on my channel. So we're going to kind of do that a little bit today. I'm going to lightly touch on these things. This may not be the last time you see these products, but you know, I just wanted to bring them on here and show you because it's March. Like, had these products in my collection now for a while. So one of the things in the mystery box, they usually send merchandise, and that's what this is. This is a Manny MUA Lunar Beauty sweatshirt. It's got the space dye striping. It's got this beautiful embroidered moon. His little logo is there. I wear this hoodie all the time. I love it. I absolutely love it. It also came with a black baseball cap that says "So Pigmented" across the front. I literally wear that all the time because I have become so pathetic when it comes to doing my hair. This is the first time I have done my hair or straightened my hair in a week. Like, legit, I have done nothing with my hair. It's literally just been everywhere. I've looked insane for over a week now. So I even almost like just did a top knot and got on here with like this horrible looking top knot on my head, and my husband goes, "You've got to do something better with your hair." So he said something, you know, it was looking bad. I also got this amazing makeup case with, again, his logo there on the front. And I actually used this for the first time last month when my girls had their first dance competition. But it's got pockets, it's got this mesh pocket, it's got all these, it's still got like, these are things specific for dance. That's why they're still in there, so don't lose them. But it's still got, like, it's got all these dividers, but they're Velcro. You can remove them and put them in different places. I will show this a little bit more in depth. I just wanted to kind of give you like a broad overview. And as far as the makeup, he doesn't have a full line. Like, he does not have complexion products as far as like foundation, powders, things like that. But he does have several palettes, and 2 of them came in this mystery box. So today we're going to play with the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess and the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag, which was his original eyeshadow palette release. And look at his makeup and his eyes. Like, he is a beautiful man. Like, he's gorgeous. But anyway, so we're gonna play with those. I'm not gonna get, like I said, too deep into like review mode or whatever. You're just kind of gonna see it go on live, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about COVID-19, and I'm done. This is literally the longest introduction of my life. So I'm moving on now. Where do I want to start? Okay, so here is what Life's a Drag, if you have not seen it, I mean, I'm sure you have if you watch makeup videos, but because this has been out for a while. But this is Life's a Drag. That's what this makeup palette looks like. I love that you've got color, you've got neutrals. It's really great. So you can actually, you could own this as your only palette and still function day to day and do normal like professional makeup looks or whatever. So I really appreciated that. And the Greek Goddess palette, which has Medusa on the front, and it's embossed, like it's raised, and it is that like rubbery black that gets filthy. I hate that. I wish they wouldn't use it. I don't know why they do. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And I have played with this a couple of times. A lot of earth tones. And it's good. I mean, the quality of them overall is good. You're going to see me going ahead and putting it on right now. First, I'm going to dip into the shade Persephone. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what's gone on here as far as coronavirus. So to kind of give you an idea of like my life in general, like where I live, we do not live in a major city. I've mentioned before on this channel that my town has literally 2 stoplights. Like literally, that's it. It's a small town. It's next to like a college town and a tourist town. And I mean, we're like closer to things, you know, but we're still, it's a quiet little town. And, you know, I know that they have put, they've put Philadelphia and certain counties on lockdown. Like they're on lockdown. But right now, as of the 23rd, we are on voluntary quarantine, or we're supposed to be practicing social distance or whatever. I'm losing track of all the words because I feel like we have a whole new language in our vocabulary now that we didn't have like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I mean, that's just the reality of it. But so we've been practicing voluntary quarantine now for over a week. My children have not left this house in over a week. I have snuck out to go to the post office now twice. And both times I got a coffee. I'm used to going out and getting a coffee every morning when I drop the girls off at school. You know, it's kind of like my routine, and this whole, you know, having to drink coffee out of my own home is just, this is literally punishment here. Like, I'm being dramatic. So anyways, but they, like I said, last Friday, well, not this past, but the Friday before, a week ago, they announced that they were closing all of our schools until the 30th. So that whole week prior is when things were really starting to amp up, like across, like we're on the West Coast, and you know, things were really starting to get bad and worrisome in our country. Tuesday, before they put us all on quarantine, like voluntary quarantine, and closed all the schools and stuff, I had seen a report on the news that said the CDC was recommending that we stock up on food and medicine. And my girls were still, you know, going to dance class at that point and pottery classes. And I said to my husband, I'm going to drop the girls off at dance and I'm going to go and buy a month's worth of groceries. Now, mind you, this is before everything went crazy, like the whole toilet paper issue and all of that. This is before everything really blew up. Things were starting to get a little crazy, but like they hadn't gone like off the deep end, kind of like they did by that weekend where they closed schools in this state, in our area. But that really kind of shook me a little bit, only because I didn't think like my family was gonna get sick, like us personally. I didn't think that, you know, I had to worry about me or my children coming down with the virus, because we were not like out, and it wasn't even in our county, and it was barely in our state at this point. Like I think we maybe had 10 or 12 confirmed cases. Like it was literally at the cusp, like at the very beginning of this. But I said to my husband, people are going to take this and like go way overboard. They're going to go way overboard. Hence like the whole toilet paper thing. I said, you know, I really am nervous that we're going to not be able to get the things that we actually do need. And, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, I have 5 children. They're all 10 and younger. These are little kids, and one of them is still in diapers. I have animals, and we had just had the flu the month before, and, you know, we were out of like a lot of things like paper goods and medicine, and I'm not really a stockpiler per se. Like I used to coupon, I used to stockpile, and I kind of stopped. But I just had this, I already needed groceries. I was already planning to go to the grocery store. And I just said, you know what? Things are gonna get crazy. I can feel it in my gut. So I'm going to get a month's worth of groceries. That way we have it. We don't have to mess around. I can freeze stuff. I can, you know, plan it all out, and we'll be good to go. So I went out, and you know, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you're one of those hoarder people. You went out and bought all the toilet paper and all the, you know, goods, and now old people can't get anything. Well, no, I didn't do that, I promise you. Everything I bought was things that I knew I could use, things that I knew were not going to go bad in my house. I only bought 1 extra container of children's Tylenol. I bought my husband's allergy medication. Like I bought, you know, I might have bought a bigger bottle, but I didn't like go ham and buy 5. So, you know, things I bought. Sometimes I bought some things I bought like a extra, you know, if I bought a pack of lunch meat, I bought 2. And if I got, you know, 5 boxes of mac and cheese, I actually got 10. But like, it's a lot, but you got to remember I have 7 people that I'm feeding in my house. So I really did not, I did not clear shelves and go bananas and take everything from people. I literally bought, I bought 2 packs of toilet paper, and I bought 2 things of bottled water. I did not buy a single bottle of hand sanitizer. I did get an extra small bottle of bleach only because I knew people were going to be buying it for sanitizing purposes, and I actually do use it for, you know, certain things around the house, and I just want to make sure that I had it. And you know, I got diapers and wipes, but I did not go nuts. It was still a lot of food because we're a big family, but I did not, you know, clear shelves. But let me tell you, on that Tuesday, before we went into voluntary quarantine, there was no toilet paper in 2 of the stores I went to. None. The meat cases were already wiped out. So like, I knew then that I had made the right decision to go and get groceries. And as the week went on, it just got more and more crazy, as I'm sure you are sitting here going, it sure did. So a lot of, of my friends and family members were saying they couldn't get groceries by that Friday or Saturday, like literally 3 or 4 days later, they couldn't get anything. My mom went an entire week going, like, I hope I have enough dog food to get through, because she couldn't get any. It was gone. I couldn't believe it, like you couldn't even get things, you couldn't get bread, you couldn't even get things to make bread, like flour and yeast and all that stuff was gone. And everybody just went completely into panic mode. And the stores around here still have not recovered. I don't know if they've recovered around where you live. You have to hit them just right, because people, even though they're putting limitations on what you can buy, and they are, stocking as fast and furiously as they can, the stores are still not recovered, because the problem is that everybody who stocked up before has stuff, and then the people who weren't able to get things have been going in and stocking up, because they got scared for about a week where there wasn't enough food to go around. The stores looked worse than Christmas. The stores looked worse than when we went, or when like a snowstorm or something was coming, because we get, blizzards and things here. I've never seen it look that bad in my entire life. Literally, like, shelves everywhere are empty. It's really kind of crazy, and they're still pretty bad. Like, I mean, the workers in the stores are truly doing everything that they can. And if you're curious what color I just put into my corners is Rhea right here, this like brown color. So yeah, that was the first thing that I did to kind of like prep for quarantine. I have gone out once since, and because when it started to get even more bad, like they were shutting down non-essential businesses and making things even tighter around here, that's when I went back to the store and I ended up buying Easter supplies, and that way I didn't have to sit and explain to my kids like why Easter wasn't what they were expecting or what would normally happen. I feel like, yeah, we're in an emergency situation that shouldn't be the forefront of my mind, but they've had to give up so much already. They've had to give up their friends, their dance, their art lessons, their church, their visiting with their families. We've had to give all of that up. They don't get to see anybody. They don't get to go anywhere. And the least that I can do is make sure that Easter goes the way it would normally go, as far as like, who comes to visit and our meal and things like that. So I went and bought all of that, and I got a few more like supplies like milk and bread, and because we literally grilled cheese for lunch for my kids is literally a loaf and a half of bread. That's what we're talking about here with these people. Like, and they must have completely switched over to their grown man stomach that they must have in their body somewhere, or they all have a hollow leg, because they literally eat meat out of house and home, and I don't even see how, because they're not even burning the extra calories that they do when they're dancing. They're just eating everything. Like, they ate an entire box of cereal in a 12-hour time period, and that was overnight. Like, they had a few bowls for dinner, like the ones that wouldn't eat lasagna last night, and then this morning they finished it off. A whole box, like a family-sized box of cereal is gone. Like, that's, I only bought 6 boxes. Like, you're killing me. So, I have had to, have a conversation with them about slowing down a little bit, because, A, we don't need to be hoggish just because it's here. We don't need to eat it right away. And B, we're living in a world of, extreme uncertainty right here. What if I can't get more cereal? That's just where we are right now. And that's not something that they're like. So I did, call me frivolous, whatever, but I did end up getting, that stuff taken care of that night, because I was already out. I think I'm gonna go with Legendary, this gold color on my lid. Some of my friends are struggling more than others. as far as like the anxiety from it all, and the stress, and you know, uncertainty, and me, everybody I have to see is in my home. So I feel bad that you know, my friends that have grown children, I feel bad because they can't see their children. Or, you know, my friends that maybe are not married and living with their spouse and they can't see their, you know, significant other, or, you know, whatever the case may be. I have a lot of sympathy for a lot of people. I have a lot of sympathy for a lot of people that I know, because this has been really hard on them. As far as my family, I really kind of welcomed this break, selfishly. I don't like the way we had to get it, because, you know, obviously we have people dying, and, you know, people are scared, and, you know, they're not making money, and, you know, we're just in a very scary time in our life. I really needed the time off. Like, I needed a break. It's been really nice. Like, I haven't been babysitting, which I love my boys, but, you know, it's nice to have a break, and I haven't been running every day, you know, for 3 or 4 hours a day for dance, which I love that my kids are in dance, but it's nice to have a break again. I'm gonna go into Hestia right here and do my brow bone. I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of really great things about not having to run all over the place and kind of get to be homebodies. Like, I am a natural recluse. Like, I would probably be one of the best hermits in the entire world. As long as I had my kids and my husband and my animals, and I had my the internet, you know, and even then, that's debatable. I could live without the internet as long as I had books to read. But I don't need to go places. I don't need to see things or see people. I like to talk to my friends on the phone. I check in with them regularly, like, hey, you alive? Did you kill your kids yet? You know, that kind of conversation. But it's not like, I am not such a social person that it's killing me to not be able to leave my house. I haven't driven my car in days. Just haven't gone anywhere. I didn't even set foot outside yesterday. Like, didn't even walk out of my house. And I didn't need to. So, and that has not bothered me one bit. Like, and maybe you want to reach to the screen and slap me, but when you run so much and you're so busy, this has been a welcome break. I mean, is this going to start to get old? Well, yeah, obviously. Like, it's going to be, I will want to see my friends. I will want to see, like, my mom and, you know, my family members. And I am going to want to, you know, like, be able to go get a coffee and, you know, get away from my children for 5 minutes. As much as I love them, you know, I am going to start missing school. But, you know, like, for right now, this is fine. Like, I am patient. I'm good. I have what I need here. So I'm not really feeling the pinch. So that's kind of how I am personally. My kids, they miss dance a lot. They miss their friends, but at the same time, they are really, really happy that they are not in school. And that's like nothing against their teachers. They love their teachers, but you know how it is. Like, school kind of can be the pits, and they're already starting to get like summer, you know, anxious, and I don't know how I feel about this color. This is Harmonia. I've never used it before. It's almost like a muted mustard, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's a matte shade, but I don't know. That gold's really pretty though. But you know, they are ultimately, other than just having a lot of pent-up energy, they are really doing okay. They have loved the break from school. Today we did start homeschooling. The school has still not provided anything for my kids to be doing right now while they're off. So I kind of created my own curriculum, and I printed like worksheets off the internet. Like, you can literally find anything on the internet. We watched an educational video on invertebrates for science class today. I found that on YouTube. Like, you can literally find anything on the internet. So that's been really cool. And they really seem to have enjoyed that time with me, and so I was really happy about it. I think I'm going to go crazy because no one's going to see this look except for you guys. The whole world will see this look. Like, I don't care. Anyways, I want to play with this purple and this like red color. So this is Pageant Queen and this is Snatched. So we're going to kind of do a little something under here with the weird like mustard color. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I may even throw in a little bit of Campy, this Sprite Yellow, because I haven't played with it yet. So let's see what happens. So that's kind of where we are with that. So this week, like I said, we're starting the homeschool thing. Some of you are like my friends and know me in real life, and you know, all I can say is pray for me. I am not built for homeschool. I have a lot of friends that do homeschool, and I have no idea how they do it, because that is all too much togetherness for me. Like, God love all those school teachers. Like, every one of you deserves some type of prize, because, like, it takes a special person to be a school teacher, let me tell you, because it's not for me. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I feel about that. But honestly, today went better than I expected it to. I expected today to be a disaster, and like I said, it actually kind of went well. And I actually kind of enjoyed myself. Go figure. So as far as like my reselling business, what changes I have seen as far as my reselling business is concerned is I have seen a drop off in activity. People are slowing down. I've seen a decline in sales of items that are a little bit more expensive. I've been selling a lot of like inexpensive things, you know, just things that I had in my closet that were probably bad pickups that I shouldn't have, you know, ever brought home, but I did. So I priced them low to move them. And when I say low, I mean like low. So that stuff's been going out the window or out the door to new homes, which is great. Like, hopefully everybody's super happy with their stuff. You know, would I pick up these brands, these things again? No. And they just weren't the right thing to pick up. That's all. You know what I mean. If you're a reseller, you know exactly what I mean. They're just not the right things. So I really, though, like, business has slowed down because people are starting to feel the pinch, especially if they're not working and they can't spend money on clothes. That's not a necessity right now. So I get it. I expected it, but people are still shopping. Like, it's not like it shut down completely, which I am so grateful for, but it's just slowed down. I am going to use a little bit of this yellow. Pray for me. I don't know how this is going to go. But yeah, I actually have had 3 new subscribers in the last week. So I'm going to go ahead and put their names on the screen. So thank you and hello to all of you. Hopefully you're liking what you see, or you think I'm insane. It could be that too, because I'm sitting here putting makeup on talking about the coronavirus. Like, oh, this will be the only video that I do about the coronavirus unless things take a way disastrous turn, which, you know, Lord willing they do not. But yeah, like, I'm not going to devote a ton of my time to talking about the coronavirus. Things I did to prepare for the coronavirus as far as my business is concerned, one of them is I sourced like crazy 2 weeks prior to everything kind of blowing up. This is what I'm putting in my inner corner. It's called Beat. But yeah, so I was at the thrift store multiple times a week buying inventory. I even got inventory from some family members and a friend. who just said, hey, we were going to throw this in the donation bin. Do you want to go through it first? And I was like, yes. And then I will take it to the donation bin for you. So that I got some inventory that way. And if I run out of inventory, I plan to raid my closet and take more stuff out and list it, because I want to be listing every single day so that I stay in with the algorithm. But yeah, so that's one thing I did in order to get ready. I placed an extra order on the UPS website for boxes. I stocked up on things for eBay. As far as shipping, I just made sure I had extra of everything. What I did that I didn't talk about a minute ago was I actually went and got my dog's flea and tick medication, my dogs and my cat, because I didn't know if they would shut the vet down. And I wanted to make sure that we would have it, because we had a really mild winter here, and I expect the flea and tick population to be insane because of that. So that's something to consider if you are in a state that has not, fully shut down yet, and you are not sure what your vet is going to do. Like, even still, I don't know if my vet is open. I only visit them once a year, like once or twice a year. So I don't pay much attention because, my animals are healthy, thank God. So I'm there for shots and checkups, and then to pick up some meds for like flea and tick stuff through the season, and that's it. But I have no idea if they're open, but I know I am good for 3 months now because I went and got what I needed. That way, my children aren't, getting bit by ticks and getting Lyme disease, because that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of protecting them from this virus if they all turn around and got Lyme disease, because, something came in on one of the dogs. But anyways, I completely went off track there, but, just something to think about. I wanted to share it in case, you hadn't thought about it. But, what do I want to do? What do I want to do today? Let's just keep it easy. I am kind of like holding a mirror and talking into a camera. Anyways, so I sourced as much as I could, and I will raid my closet if I run out of merchandise. And then if I run out of merchandise from that, I will go ahead and relist things. So, because there are listings that I know that I want to get rid of, so I will definitely go in and relist them, because I can get better pictures now, because my picture setup is infinitely better from when I originally started. And then I've also learned things along the way, so I will go in and change those. And the other thing I can spend some time doing is cross-listing, because this month, right before everything hit the fan, I decided to open an eBay store. So for those of you out there who don't know what that is, eBay's fee schedule is you pay a fee to list something, and then you pay what they call a final value fee. So listing fees are what they charge you in the beginning, and then final value fees are what they charge you after the item is sold. So they take a percentage. But I hate paying listing fees because it's 35 cents, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you start, adding it up, it can get overwhelming pretty quick. So when you have a store, you're allotted so many listings for free per month for a price. So I did the research, talked it over with my reseller bestie. She's my bestie, period, but she also is a reseller. I talked it over with her. She and I both opened our store within days of each other because we were not getting free listing promotions from eBay. So ironically, I opened this store. I have up to 1,000 listings for, I think it's like $64.99 a month or $54.99 a month or something. I don't know. I think I got the $54.99 a month because I locked myself in for a year, because I will continue to do this for a year. Opened my store, and I renamed my Posh Closet to Recycle Your Style, which is going to be my brand. Recycle Your Style. I want to personally thank my mom publicly because she came up with it. I was trying to come up with something you know, catchy, something you could remember, something different. One of the things I love about reselling is the recycling aspect of it. I like that I'm taking something that's destined for a landfill and I am repurposing it and giving it new life by selling it to somebody who actually values and wants it, versus having it just get thrown away and incinerated. Sometimes I pick things up that need minor repairs or, cleaning up or whatever. They just need some extra love, and when I can like refurbish them and then sell them to somebody, it's kind of like my little part, of helping the planet. I like to do that, so that's definitely like, why I wanted something about recycling in there. And, I really feel like people should buy more clothing secondhand and really, try to do their part to minimize their footprint. But, that's my little soapbox speech for today. So recycle your style. That's the name of my eBay store, and that's the name of my Poshmark closet. I don't know if I will change my channel name, and I don't know if I will change my Instagram. I will keep you posted. But for those of you who are wondering why I just put on 2 different mascaras, for those of you who have been around, but the reason why is because I feel like it just gives you a little bit more oomph. It gives you a little bit of something more. So today I am using the Tarte Big Ego and the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions, which has been like my ride or die. But the combo, the brush combo, so there's a specific like brush combo that I use. And I always start with a very fluffy nylon brush. This gives you the volume, it gives you, the definition, or it gives you like the volume and the oomph. Whereas then when I go in with a much finer tipped rubber tip mascara, like the Liquid Lash Extensions, which this is a tubing mascara, this turquoise one, the Thrive, it really gives that definition. It kind of eliminates that spider leg look that you can get. I just find that this trick works so well. I find when I don't do a double mascara, I just don't get the same out of my lashes as I do when I do the doubles. So, and you can see like how much my lashes are like lifted and up, and they're like saying hi. So there's that. As far as like platforms, specific platforms, so like I sell on 3 platforms. I sell on Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. Traditionally, Poshmark is my best platform. I make the most money there. eBay is second, and Mercari is finally starting to like do something. If you watch my last video, which will be linked at the end of this video, it's talking about my reseller journey so far for the last 3 months. I talk a little bit about Mercari and how Mercari is basically like doing nothing. Well, I've actually had 3 sales in a week on Mercari. So maybe I just was lost in the algorithm. I don't know. I have no idea. I just work here. I really don't know. So that's kind of where we are with that. But I mean, as far as like how the different platforms are performing, and this could be me, this could be everybody, it's hard to say. eBay has basically shut down. I have had no eBay sales in over a week. None, not one. Mercari, I've had 3. They woke up. I don't know, but that's still only 3 sales in a week, where Poshmark has been much more consistent. I would say I had 25 or 30 sales. I did not count. I probably should have counted. I don't know. Was that as many as normal? No, I definitely, usually have more like the 40, 45 range. But I had, they're still pumping out something over on Poshmark. Like it's still a working platform. So go figure, I opened my eBay store right before a national pandemic, and I completely die on eBay. But it's okay. It's giving me time to get things listed and get things rolling, and it's all going to be fine ultimately. I'm not worried. I don't want you to think that I'm like starting to panic, or I don't want you to worry for me, because I know that you guys know that this is my income. That's how I help support my family. It's going to be fine. There's definitely, I definitely expected it, and it's not like it's not going to come back. So I'm definitely thinking, in the next couple weeks when they lift all the quarantines and we're able to go back out into the world again, you got to remember it's going to be a brand new season. So people are going to need summer clothes, bathing suits. People are going to be able to go back to their lives again. So sales are going to pick up. So if you are a reseller and you're seeing a downshift in your sales, try not to lose heart. Don't quit. Don't feel like you can't keep going, because you can. You definitely can. It's going to turn around. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about a few other makeup products that I got in my box, my Lunar Beauty box. What did you think of the palettes? What do you think of my look? It's not perfectly blended. This is what happens when I'm chatty, but you know, I really like it. I feel like the colors perform. You saw, I was not over blending. I was not having the struggle of it falling out all over my face. They are quality products. So if you are interested in Lunar Beauty, I would definitely say they're worth checking out. They're definitely kind of like a dark horse. Like, they're just not something that's talked about enough, and I think they will take by storm. So the other thing I got in my box were these crystal powders. These are the Moon Prism powders. They're highlighting powders, and I got 2 shades. I love the packaging for starters, and if you recognize this, Lunar Beauty, Manny MUA have been in like the gossip news for beauty, because Revolution Beauty did what they do best, which is copy other brands and make their own. They made like compacts that look exactly like these, like literally down to the size, width of the compact. It's crazy. Go ahead and look it up if you don't believe me on YouTube. So the one I won't be using today is Jupiter. This is way too dark for me. This would make, I think when I'm out and tanning a little bit, well, I don't like tan per se, but like when I'm out in the sun, getting more sun this summer, I think this will have a place in my world, because I'll be able to use it like a highlight, you know, maybe do a little bronzy, a little bit heavier than I normally would, because, I mean, not that I'm not heavy, you guys know, like, my cheeks eat the color, so I go heavy, but it's just too much right now for the time of year, but I think it's gorgeous. They are nice powders. They get a nice shimmery shift. They're not over the top. They're subtle. They're nice. I'm really happy with them. And then the other shade is called Mars. And this is actually loose in the pan. I just noticed it as I was opening them. I don't want it to slide out. This color is beautiful, and it's not really coming up on camera the way I would like. It is definitely more pinky. It's more like a blush topper. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with this today. It is soft, so just be careful with it if you do end up ever getting one, or you know, whatever you decide to do. But they're just really pretty. I think the packaging is just exquisite. Like, even if I hated the color on these powders, I would literally have them on my vanity if I had a vanity. One day I will have a vanity. I can't leave my makeup down because my kids will get into it. We had a very unfortunate accident here a few weeks ago where my 4-year-old got into my Hank and Henry liquid eyeliner and drew all over the toilet and the bathroom counter and herself with it. So the Hank and Henry was like a $20-some liquid eyeliner pen, and I couldn't obviously keep it because she drawn on the actual toilet. She did that while she was supposed to be actually using the bathroom, and she was in here, you know, artistically, you know, embellishing my bathroom. But yeah, so, hello, she's glowy. This is glowier than I remember. It's gonna feel a little while since I pulled her out of storage. Why not? Let's just glow everywhere. I'm just gonna put it on everything. God, we've been filming for almost 50 minutes. What is wrong with me? Yeah, so there is highlighter all over my sweatpants. Like, I am like a party up top and like lounging in the bottom. Like, I'm wearing literally sweatpants. So that's the beauty of YouTube. It all looks great until you look down below where the camera can't see, right? Anyways, so those were the Prism powders. I really love them. I think that's a great product. And there was supposed to be 4 lip colors in the box, but my box is missing one, but the one my box was missing was the black. So I never reached out and said anything because I don't want a black liquid lip color. That is a waste. Might as well just keep it and give it to somebody who might actually use it. I would never use a black liquid lip color unless it was like Halloween, and then it's not worth having prestige makeup brands to do black lipstick for Halloween. I'll just go to Walmart and get some Wet n Wild. No big deal. So anyways, I am rambling tonight. There are 3 shades here. There's 2 liquid lipsticks and 1 gloss. I will tell you, I love this gloss. Oh no, there were 5 because my clear gloss is missing. It came with a clear gloss too, so it was actually 5 lip colors. I was wondering why this just felt wrong. There were 5 colors. The black was missing, but I do have the clear gloss, but I think it's in my purse in the car. So that's why I don't have it to show, but they smell like cupcakes, and they're glossy, and they don't feel cheap, and you don't feel the glitter on your lips. They're just amazing. And then the 2 colors is a red and this vibrant pink, super vibrant pink, which I don't know which one I want to do, because quite honestly, like, I need to film a video after this, and I don't know if I want to put this on and then go through. Well, let's do pink. Why am I being so indecisive? I don't know. Let's do the pink thing, huh? Okay, so this is very bright. This is definitely a summer color. This is not something I would wear very often. But it's pretty. It's very pretty. And again, it's drying down. I'm going to give it a minute, and then I will put the gloss over it so you can see that. Look a little more coral now as it's drying down. Or am I crazy? I don't know. I might be crazy. The red is called Aphrodite. So it must have gone along with the Greek goddess. Oh, yes, please. Beautiful red. You can see how opaque this is. I'm going to smear that all over myself. I guarantee it. But anyways, so... yeah, I am praying though for our country. I'm praying for everyone I know. I'm praying for the world, basically, that we don't lose more people, that, you know, this starts to abate or to stop and kind of fade off into the distance, and that, you know, that's kind of where we are with it. The gloss though, oh my god, that gloss, girl. I'm feeling myself. I'm gonna lay on my sofa. We're good. I hope you're good. I truly, honestly do, and I love you all, my subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope that you found this video somewhat entertaining, and if it's not your jam and you're here for reseller content, please don't unsubscribe. I have more coming, and if you're here for the beauty content and you're sick of the reseller content, please don't unsubscribe. I have more beauty content coming. I planned a lot of stuff out, so, you know, hang in there. There's going to be enough for everybody. And like I said, if you could help me out by subscribing, liking, sharing, and doing all the things, that would be amazing. And also, please be careful. Please be safe. Take care of each other, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.